Hello, everyone. I'm Antoine Reid, and welcome to another episode of Deep Cuts. And actually, this is not just another episode, this is the 100th episode. So it's a pretty big deal because this all started off as a pandemic project that kind of evolved. And now here we are 100 episodes later, so 100 hours later of doing interviews with some very fun and interesting people from the cigar industry. It's been a fun ride, and I'm looking forward to 100 more episodes. So let's get started with today's episode. Today, we're going to be speaking to Leo from Nova Cigars. So Leo has been in the industry for a while. She's one of the more prominent females in the industry, I would say. She owns her own company, runs her own brand. She's just one of these great people that has like a lot of great energy whenever you encounter her. So I'm looking very forward to speaking to her today. And if this is your first time watching, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, just make sure you hit that like or subscribe button just to be notified anytime we run new interviews and content. So let me bring on our guest now after all that intro.
Congratulations. I'm in the 100 episode.
I know. I was like, I looked at my calendar and I was like, wow, I was like, Leo played that well. I was like, she's going to be like the 100th episode. So that's a pretty big deal. I was like, I think that'll be a fun way because what I've always wanted to do with Deep Cuts is open it up to the entire industry. And that meant showing people that there's so much diversity and different people in the industry. It's not just a handful of people, and also celebrate minorities in the industry. So women, and everything else in between. So I think you kind of check all those boxes, and I'm very excited to, like I said, finally have you on.
Yeah, I think I covered all of them.
I think you did too.
Everything.
So before we went live, we were talking about the last time I saw Leo was in Vegas at the PCA trade show. So how was the show for you?
Always when I have the opportunity to interact with my friends, my people, see new faces, for sure I'm going to have fun. PCA, like different shows on the industry, just give us the opportunity to just, it's not only a cigar, it's a face, it's a hard work, it's a lot of stuff behind. And when you see people face to face in the shows like the PCA, you have the opportunity to say, I come with my new brand, my new blend. And this new blend is taking me 1 year in my mind. And then we put all together and it's share not only the new product, share a piece of you with everyone. Mm-hmm. People knows you a little bit more. And shows like the PCA give us the opportunity to we show to the world who we are, who is the people, part of the people behind the brand, because we represent a lot of people.
And what I thought was great about the show is that I remember my first PCA show was back in 2015 in New Orleans. And it was a different show from what it is like today. But what I liked about what it is today is that there's so much more diversity, in the industry. Like you have so many women that are in front, they're not just, marketing, and they're just not, there's brand owners now. There are women, are minorities and all this stuff. And it's so different. And I just think that's like a great kind of, we aren't completely maybe where we should be as an industry, but it's getting to the point where it's like so much diversity, and you're seeing lots of just different faces and different people and from different backgrounds who are really kind of bringing some new fun stuff into the industry.
Like you say, Anthony, is bring new faces. It's like a break the stereotype of who have to run in a cigar company, who have to represent a cigar company. And it's like the world is changed. We have to just open the door, like to everyone. Like in this case, like it's a lot of more women start coming up from the industry, represent his father company, his brother company, his son company. And I'm so happy because that gives me more support. I'm starting one corner running Nova Cigar like a CEO, Believe me, from the beginning, like, it's like I know what I'm doing, but on the end, like, it's like one, two, three, like the percent is really, really small. 4 years later, I can say, like, it's unbelievable how many women start coming with his own brand, running the company for families, like be the face of the company. And
Mhm.
that is great. That is handsome. That is perfect. Like everybody just be there, represent the company. And again, it's like the world changes and it's opportunities to everyone. Like if you love something and you really love this industry, why not? It's not about from where you come from. It's not about if you are woman, man. It's not about anything. It's about if you love the industry, you have to come up. You have to be there. Like be a rep, be a CEO, be a salesperson, be a media. Like just go out, just be yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, and it was fun because for those of you who follow Deep Cuts on Instagram, I posted a video today that we worked on where Leo was one of the stars of the video. We did like with another guest who's been on the show, Ben. So Sisters of the Leaf, this video to celebrating all the different women in the industry. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get all the women in the industry, but we were able to kind of really show show at least a good portion of different women just having fun and just kind of celebrating their brands and stuff. So thank you for taking part in that because that was definitely impromptu, but it was like definitely fun to kind of see everyone bring their own style and brands like into that one little video project that we did.
And now you say more woman and woman. One of the things people sometimes have to think about it, like every woman are different, every person is different. Be authentic. And I know I repeat that again. Be you. Because
Hmm.
if the person gonna accept you like a CEO, like a woman running the business, is because of you, the way you represent. Never ever try to copy no one. Like don't just be you. It's so easy. Okay. And people gonna be around you and gonna accept you the way you are, the way you talk, with the technology you have, and that is the best part.
I think it's easy, like once you accept it. Like for I think a lot of
Oh.
people, it's definitely challenging because you get so much pressure to like conform and to be like everybody else. Like in the podcast, like I know a couple of days ago on Facebook, someone said, "I really liked the episode that you did at Deep Cuts," and because you're not like a frat brother, a middle aged frat brother, and I was like, I was like, is
That
that
is a compliment.
right?
Yes.
But yeah, I was like, but like you said, I was like, because it's my own thing. Like I couldn't talk about certain things that just aren't, me. Like it just wouldn't be natural. So like you said, I think once you kind of accept who you are, then you kind of, I think doors open up for you.
Yes, if and I'm gonna just let you share with you something. When I'm a star, like of course represent a company, be a CEO of Nova Cigar, running all the different details. One of my hard part is my strong accent because people say like, "What are you talking about?" And I say, "Okay, let me practice." And I say, you know what? Oh, if you really want to understand me, just use your imagination. And the people look at me like, what are you talking about? Like, it's accept you the way you are. Like, of course, I'm not born in United States. Uh, English is not my first language. I do
Hmm.
it my best. I may speak a couple more language fluent. But when you accept yourself and you know this is me, this is the way I'm talk, that is the way I want to run in my company, and I want to share with everyone because if I can do it, everybody can do it. Like it's a sky is a limit for anything come in your mind. Just make sure just follow your dream. And I just repeat and repeat exactly the same because sometimes people are afraid, yes, to go out, start running his own company or start with a small project with anything because oh I don't know what the people gonna think. If you stop and say what the people gonna think, you're never gonna move forward. Just be you, do it everything you want to do. And what is the worst thing can happen? Okay, it don't work. Okay, at least you try. That's it. Move on. But yeah, that is one of the things I want to share with everyone.
Um, Going off of that, I want people to get to know you, and I want to get to know you because, like I said, we've passed each other in different trade shows and we've spoken over the
Yes.
year, but we've never had the chance because there's always, for those people who don't know, like you always have like a crowd of people who are waiting to talk to you. So it's always kind of hard to kind of like have that kind of conversation in a trade show environment, which is where we usually see each other. But I'm looking forward to kind of getting to know you a little bit more about you during this interview. Um, and what I want to start off was like, what was your first ever experience with cigars? Like, when was the first time you ever smoked a cigar? Like, do you remember what that was like?
Yes, because that changed my life. The first time I'm lighter my first cigar, I believe it's almost 14 years ago.
Mhm.
My father are in vacation in New York. My father smoked cigar all his life. I'm the only daughter, and I have two brothers. And I'm always want to be more close to daddy. Okay, long story short, I just uh, Google where I can bring my dad. I live in New York. Where is the best place to bring my dad to he can enjoy a cigar. Club Macanudo from the Google, and I just go to Club Macanudo and I'm lighter my first cigars with my dad, and then changed completely my life because I'm feeling in love with the cigar. I feeling in love with share something else with my dad, and on the top, the person in charge of Club Macanudo, he knows me. He's a GM at that time, and he offered me a position like that. Oh my God, Leo, where are you? Whatever. But that is maybe next time. But everything start sharing a cigar with my dad. Quality time with daddy.
When you think about cigars, it usually comes from that community experience or that shared experience. Like I've rarely heard of someone saying that they just by themselves somewhere just started smoking cigars. It's usually that they started smoking it to get closer to a family member or to relate to friends, so like socialize and stuff like that. Like it's just funny how the basis of the cigar industry, which I've always told everyone, is relationships. It's all about relationships.
Everything is one. I want to when I start working in Club Macanudo like long time ago. One of the things stuck in my mind forever is I see people from different different way to dress, different language. Like, but the funny part, everybody come together in one point just to talk about the cigar. It's
Mm-hmm.
not about where you're working. It's not about how much money you have in your bank. It's about you smoke cigar. And that is something like, wow, the cigar industry like put people together, like the passion of the smoke a cigar and you want to share with somebody. Like you sit on the bar or you sit on the cigar lounge. Next thing you know, you're gonna start talking with the person next to you because hey, how's that cigar? How's my? And that is like a break point to start a conversation. And I love that. I really enjoy seeing many people just cross that bridge. And it's not about anything about personal you. It's about we enjoy a cigar in this moment, and we are all in this place right now, and that is something beautiful.
So with was Club Macanudo kind of like the origin story of Leo? Is that where you kind of really got your start, your superhero
Yeah.
origin?
you know, I'm gonna start working in Glam Macanudo, but it's a little bit it's funny because I just go there to enjoy a cigar with my dad. Next thing you know, I know the GM. The GM asked me, "Where are you working right now?" I'm working running a wine company from Spain. He say,
Mhm.
"Okay, come next week. I want to buy your wines. I want to try your wines." I just
Wow.
start going every week. On one day, he need one person to working on the front desk. I said, I'm so busy. I can take you right now. I need find someone to working on the front desk. And I'm in my mind, I said, oh my God, this is one of my best accounts. I don't want to, I want to make this person happy. I have to make a solution right there. I said, don't worry. I take that position part-time, no problem. I don't finish say that. and then it's when my paperwork coming to fill up to start working in Club Macanudo. It's funny because you never know when it's gonna the life is gonna take you next, and
Hmm.
you have to be open to make change, to keep growing, to keep I don't know, open doors, and you never know. And that is everything. I start in Club Macanudo, working over there, start the front desk, bartenders, waiters, and finish like manager for 4 years. Everything is changed, and I know I just want to push myself to learn more about the cigar industry. But like everybody know, Club Macanudo is part of General Cigar, and it's a little bit limited what I can really try there. But I'm
Right.
still smoke good cigar always.
So how long did you stay at Club Macanudo?
4 years.
And then what
four
happened?
years.
What did you do after that?
Ooh. What happened? Okay, I know for sure I feel in love with the cigar industry, and I know I just want to just keep teach my palate, learn more and more about the cigar, and I applied for two different jobs in New York. One is Davidoff, and another is Nat Sherman.
Hmm.
They both called me right away because it's not too many women really in that time apply for be a salesperson, and I'm pick working in that Sherman only because Davidoff. I love Davidoff. I'm working like it's a beautiful store. I don't know if people listen to us visit one of the store of Davidoff,
Hmm.
but I want to just train in my palate. I want to try more different blends, more different brands, and Nat Sherman can open that door for me. So I can really like really like try different cigars from around the world, different blends. And in Davidoff, I'm gonna be a little bit limited exactly when I'm working in Macanudo because General
Right.
Cigar, and that is my entire world change when I start working with Michael Hellock and Nat Sherman. That is like wow, and I'm the only woman, the salesperson on the floor, working with 13 more person, 13 more guys.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't know about your Nat Sherman years. So, like,
yeah.
you know,
I'm in the Nat Sherman, and that is something always Anthony always gonna stay in my heart forever because it's the best time like the best time for me to I can learn a lot about the many different cigar brands
hmm,
in one place and understand more the consumer when they come to me and ask me what they're looking for. I never tried this, what you recommend. I go more deep and recommend exactly what the customer looking for and don't push one brand. Yes, I want to make sure my customer come back and ask, I want to wait for her when she have time, she's going to take care of me. And it's beautiful because you have the opportunity in places like that to open the eyes to the customer, to open the palate. Like sometimes you can have these people say, "No, I'm always smoke this." I say, "Okay, but you never try this." No, 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 no. I'm always. I say, "You know what? I'm gonna pay for that. Try,
wow.
try." And that is more many times something like that happen, or sometimes I just take the label for one cigar and I just give you to the gentleman, take it home, come back tomorrow and let me know how you think about the cigar, because that is another thing. Sometimes people don't give you the opportunity to try new cigars because they never know. They don't have no idea who made that cigar. They don't have no idea. I never see that cigar ring. I never. Nobody told me about that cigar. I don't want to lose my time. I don't want to lose my money. And sometimes the simple to take the label out and give to the person to try is change everything. Sometimes you give the same cigar he buy all the time, and he think, "Wow, that is really different," because you open your mind. You are open to new flavors in your tongue. You are open to more, and that is one of my tricky when I'm working in a Sherman. And of course, the best part working over there, I don't have to pay for my cigars.
Well, I think
That is the
that's
best part.
I think that's interesting what you were talking about is that, how much sometimes the label influences the
Oh
purchasing
yeah,
decision.
yeah.
And people don't really think like that. People think, oh no, people have open minds.
Mm.
It's like, no, sometimes,
Mm.
and I've found that like,
Now, now, yes. Now the consumer are more open to try something new. Now, but if we're thinking about like 6, 7 years ago, it's like, no, I don't have no idea what is this company. I don't want to give you the chance. But now I think more and more people are open to try and support new companies. And I love that because give us the opportunity to keep going. I'm always say, thank all of you. We are here. Or then what are we gonna do? We're gonna smoke all our cigars. Like the label is something catch your eyes. It's like everything. When you go to the liquor store, when you go to the to buy a food, the first thing catching your eyes is a presentation.
mm-hmm,
But sometimes it can work in two ways, especially on the cigar industry. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
Because if they never see your brand, if they never see your label, they're gonna be a little bit afraid. Yeah.
So what was it like? What did you learn from your Nat Sherman years working with Michael Herklot? Like, did he teach you anything in particular that kind of really stood out to you? Because
You
I've
know the
always,
person I saw Michael like last weekend on Saturday because he's in my town and he do an event and I'm support him in one of the events. Just go there and say, I'm here, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I say, and he look at me, Leo, don't say sorry. I know you don't care. Because of you. You touch me, you tell me I don't have to care about anything, and that is me. I'm here. I'm a crash event. I come here to crash your event. But asking your question, Anthony, one of the things really, um, I'm learner forever working on the Nat Sherman is if you want to working on this industry, one of the most important thing is listen more and talk less, because you're not going to convince someone about that is a good cigar if you don't know what the person like.
mm-hmm,
When I go to the trade show like PCA, you're gonna see my booth most of the time busy, but I talk with the new customer. I say, take the cigar, try, come back tomorrow, or call me when you back in town, when you back to your town, because I want to know before I recommend any of my cigars, and that is one of the things. Everybody like in that Sherman, everybody work by commission. Okay, I'm working by commission, by salary and commission. But I just understand if you just dedicate more quality time with the customer, you're gonna have a customer forever. Okay, don't recommend the cigar before you listen what the person like. If he never tried this particular brand, yes, he like Nicaragua, he smoked this, that. Okay, in my portfolio, I have this. That is something he can enjoy. Yes, listen more. Like, sometimes you have to ask to the person, like, you drinking coffee? What kind of type of coffee you drink in the morning? Light, latte, espresso, cafe con leche. And now in your mind, you want to know a little bit about the profile, the customer like. Just take time to know more about your potential customer, potential buyer. When I talk about retailers, before I just okay, I want people come to my website. I want to put the order. Hold on, stop. I say I would love to. You can put the order with me, but hold on. I want to ask you a question. Um, Tell me what is the best seller in your store. What your people like more? Full body, medium body, light, ring gauge, tun 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 tun. I start asking many questions before I recommend the cigar. For me, it's not like you open an account. Okay, I have an account, many accounts. For me, it's like recommend the correct cigar in each different state, in each different store. That make a huge difference for the personal touch. We start and we want to keep it like that.
So, at what point did the opportunity to lead Nova come around for you?
Okay, I don't know if you know, but working in Nat Sherman, New York, I have the opportunity to just um, not the opportunity, like I have the like I receive a propose to running both store in New York City for Casa de Montecristo. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if you know about that, but yes.
Nope.
Like if no, I'm wake up and I'm Nova. No, I'm clean too many ashtrays before I come Nova. Believe me, and I'm the best one. Um, yes, I'm start running both store in New York City. Um, Assistant manager from the Casa de Montecristo in Second Avenue and another one in 73rd. I'm working over there almost for 2 years, 3 years, I believe. I don't want to, I don't know exactly the time, but working there, again, I'm working now, I coming from the retail prospect now to working on the cigar launches. Like now I have the opportunity not only recommend a cigar inside of the humidor, now to make sure my customer, my new friend, sit and enjoy. And I yes, how you think about when you later the half quarter, like how you think you want to try another one, like that is open for me more communication, working on the cigar lounges, and that is great. From there, Casa de Montecristo have open another or buy another cigar lounge in Boca Raton, and I'm the lucky one that moved me from New York to working in Boca. Um, I work in 1 year in Boca Raton, but I know the family office behind Nova from long time ago. We talk about Macanudo. I meet the family office from Nova when I'm working in Cal Macanudo.
Okay.
And then always say, you know what, Nova is gonna come. Nova is gonna come when you're ready. Let us know. But you never say, oh yeah, okay, whatever. Like I can keep working. Um, Working in Casa de Montecristo in Boca Raton, in one point, when you just hit the ceiling and you just want to keep growing because you have more to share with the industry, more to
Mhm.
learn in the industry. And when you think you know everything, you already know everything, you okay, you run because every day, every time you learn something different. And when I feel myself like, okay, what else I gonna do here? Like I wanted more. I wanted more. I want to share all from where I come from with everyone. I want to let the world know if I can do it, everybody can do it. Just follow your dream, follow your heart, work with passion, believe in you, believe in the people around you, and just keep going. And in that time, when I say, okay, I'm here already, but I wanted more, that is the time I just call the family office from Nova Cigar and I say, I'm in. I'm in. I'm super ready, and that is was in February 2019. And the first big show is was the IPCPR in that time in Vegas.
Mhm.
That's it. The rest is story. 4 years later, we here running a beautiful company. We have like good people working with us, nice people believing the project from the beginning, and the only thing I just want to share with everyone what we have and never be, if you try one of our Nova, we have almost 22 different blends. Anthony, like if you try one Nova and you don't like it, call me, text me, email me, because I know for sure I'm going to find the correct Nova for you. Okay. Or then if I don't have I promise 2023, I'm going to make the special one for you. How's that?
That sounds good. Good. One of the things that stands out with Nova is how it's branded and marketed. You know, I've always, as being my background is graphic design, so I always look at colors and just how people design stuff. And the cigar industry is filled with like manly kind of appealing colors, like your blacks and your
Black,
gold,
gold,
and
red.
blue and
Yes.
brown, stuff like that. And then you get to Nova, and it's like this nice kind of calming aqua green kind of color, and the design is like the label is completely different from other labels and stuff. Was that how it's always been? And is that something that when you looked at it that appealed to you too? Like,
Okay, when put my 2 feet in the company, the ring is ready, the colors is ready, and it's perfect, and I love it, and I feel in love from the day one. Many people can be afraid, like what I can move a Tiffany color, like blue color, like this is a man industry. I say, you know what? The most important thing is be different.
Hmm.
for something. If you put a Nova inside of your humidor, people at least gonna go there and say, "What is that?" I never
Exactly.
see that label. And we do it very well, very, very well before. Like I love the ring. I love the colors. For me, it's classic, elegant, and from one way or the another represent a woman. And I'm the CEO of the company. And look, and go perfect. And I love the color. Um, of course, many, 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 many people say, Leo, you crazy, because who is gonna buy a cigar with a baby blue color? I say, sit and watch, and just see what happens. People are afraid to be different. I'm not afraid to be different. Um, I have a like we have a great product. I never compared our cigars with or our line with nobody because everybody have a great product. Everybody working so hard, and not only the people working on this side of the industry, the people coming from the field. And when you talk bad about one cigar, you destroy many, many people. People don't get it that part. I know I just go a little bit out of the
Oh,
question,
that's fine.
um, but yeah, I like the idea just to keep be different, and the ring of Nova is one of the personal touch from the family office, and I love it. Represent many many things from them, and then I just take my own presentation about representation, especially with the Nova name, because if the people looking on the Google and you put Nova, it's a small star with too much pride, and I can see myself representing that name too, because when and don't get me wrong, like I just coming from Uruguay. I know coming from the tobacco country. English to working on the American English is not my first language. And I just say if I can do it, everybody can do it. And what is the best splash to start with something totally different? Like that the people say, Leo, you sure you are okay? You know are like a little bit cuckoo. You know what? Einstein was a little bit cuckoo, and look what Einstein doing in that time. Yeah.
Hmm. I just think that's a great, like, your whole, you know, what you've talked about so far in the show is just a good message about not being afraid to be different, because
No,
I think you have to be different. Like you talk about, if you look at the whole cigar industry, if you said, I want to be just like XYZ company over there,
no, no,
it's
no.
like, how can you sell it? And I think you know what, I was listening to your interview with the Burn Down podcast earlier today because I wanted to kind of,
it's one of the first ones.
yeah, it was like way back in the day, and I was listening to it, and I loved what you were talking about. I mean, you talked about so much, but just that idea, like you said, not being afraid to do something different. How in this whole your view of competition in the industry, and so like, I mean, as a boutique company, I mean, how do you, when you look at everything else going on, like all these other big, companies out there and this or that, like, how do you view competition as a,
uh, I think the competition is in the mind for everyone, because I never try to compete with no one.
mhm.
I just if everybody's on the red water, I'm in the blue one. Relax,
Exactly.
all my
That's
time.
you were
I'm
talking
not.
about.
I'm not. I don't want to be on the red with all the sharks. No, 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 no. I'm okay in my
Exactly.
blue. It's like, because on the end, the people forgot about the most important is what the consumer gonna like. It's
Hmm.
not about how much I compete. It's not about the compete. It's about put your time to bring something different. Put your time in blend something different. On the end, the leaf is the leaf. The blends are the blend. It's the way you age. It's the way you blend together. Of course, it's the aging room you give to all your different blends you have. But on there, cigar is cigar. Like it's not too much. You don't have to be like so smart. Like on then it's a cigar. Okay. If you try to compete and you lose your time to I want to be like this person or that person, why? If you make good cigar, why you have to compare your cigar for some with somebody else? People ask me, and I don't want to start talk about different brands, smoking before because I smoke a lot of different brands, and believe me, I enjoy all of them, and I keep enjoy all of them because are different. I have Nova is different. The rest of the brand is different. We only have to just like you know what? It's a big community of the cigar smokers over there.
Mhm.
Okay, if you have two ways to do this job. Focus in the competition of you think it's a competition, or just focus on the consumer. We decide focus on the consumer. We decide less in the consumer. Okay, and just be in progress. Have this personal touch with the consumer. I don't have time to think about to compete or not compete. It's going to lose too much of my energy,
Mhm.
and I want to focus my energy in positive things.
And one of the things you said in that podcast interview was also how you can't make a cigar and pursue money. Like you have to
No, oh
pursue it
no,
through passion. And I thought that was like one of like the aha moments for me when I listened to that, because I always say that, you know, you can ask most people in the cigar industry. Very few people say like, oh, I'm in this industry just because I'm going to make money,
no.
money. And,
Super wrong industry to make money. Believe
right.
me.
And it's just like this idea that, like I said, that the idea, like what you put out there, that you can't come into this industry, at least this industry. Maybe you could do that for other industries, but with the cigar industry, you have to come at it at the angle of pursuing it from passion. Like you can't chase the money.
Definitely. Anthony, this industry, if you think it's going to be, uh, you're going to be rich overnight to start sell cigars or put a new cigar on the table, you're totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have your heart and you don't have the passion, you are really, really in the wrong industry. You have to have passion. You have to put yourself time, effort, patience, not only to wait to the leaf is ready, patient to wait to the consumer are ready to try something different. Okay, it's not like you're gonna puff. Okay, I'm rich. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody gonna buy my cigar. No, it's not gonna happen like that.
Tell us about the new releases that you debuted at PCA a couple weeks ago.
Okay, again, Robusto Nicaragua come on one of the new releases because all the Zoom we do it for the last 2 years, and people looking for something more puro, more full body, and that is one of the reasons we come with the Robusto Nicaragua batch. Robusto Nicaragua is a box of 20. It's a beautiful cigar, full of flavor. That is one. The another one is my Leo 12, because I just keep put the year, one more year. And the people just say, Leo, hold on 1 second. But what happened with 2020? I forgot totally about 2020. Just jump that year and just just keep here. That this time we made the in Dominican Republic, Dominican filler, Dominican binder, Habano Ecuador wrapper. It's a beautiful 56 ring gauge. We call Toro Gordo, full of flavor. It's like our 15-minute smoke. And then we release again, like the last year, the PCA exclusive. That is a Habano 2000 wrapper, Dominican filler and Criollo 98 binder. We released in 2020, no, 2021, sorry, to support PCA. And of each cigar we sell, we donated $1 for the PCA. Like we put 5,000 cigars, 5,000 already we donated to PCA to keep help them in different way. I'm not only way when the PCA is coming to be there. That is another hit. That a lot of people like that cigar because show to everyone we want to just keep support all year, not only in this particular 7 days of the year to be there and support PCA Expo. Yeah, that is. And so far we already start working with something new for next year. We already two more releases maybe.
Wow. And I know in addition to that, you've also been working on an accessory line. Is that correct?
You know, something on me say, I know maybe Anthony's gonna ask me, let me bring something for the office. And I said, let me share with everyone.
You like this?
Ah!
You both have
Oh
it?
my god! You have the silver one. I bring the silver one too. Okay, you can show. It's like you
But
can take
mine
your from
is
your bag.
you can show. I mean, it's your product. So, uh, we have a mutual friend, uh, Pierre from Humidity.
Oh yes,
So he told me a little bit about this, and I was like, and I didn't tell him that you were going to be on the show. So,
oh
you to kind of definitely talk about what this what this is, and especially working with Humidiv Group, because I know that they're such a
yes,
innovative company that they're really kind of changing how consumers can
yes.
interact with brands.
Yeah, we start with this project in 2020. Besides, I'm the CEO of Nova and working on the retailer for many many years. I'm always say, you know, sometimes people come to my store and they're looking for a present. They don't know what the friends like to smoke. uh, we bring the person on the accessory line. Now, beyond the accessory line, you have a beautiful separate cutter and lighters, and then when we go to a together, it's a little bit. I'm not gonna say overpriced because it's a great lighter and cutter, but not everybody have all the time four, five, $600 to spend.
Right.
Um, and that is one of the big reasons, just to come with something like that, is a lighter and a cutter. We have in three different colors, and it's heavy. I know you have in your hands, and it's heavy. I don't put
Mm-hmm.
flame like this. I don't know if yours have gas. These don't have
No,
gas because of,
not yet.
but it's a beautiful flat flame. And we start with this project with Humanity Group with Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right here, I think Pierre explained to you what it means. Here, when people buy the coming in this presentation, lighter and cutter, flat flame, we have in three different colors. We have in white, black, and silver, and both of them come in these bags together. And if you scanner, like you put your phone, let me see if I can show to everyone. Like that is good because this is live. That is the real life. We not prepare here, okay?
Exactly.
And we go like that. You're gonna see right here. It's gonna send you direct. Oops, right here, maybe in a moment. It's gonna send direct to my website. I don't know what happened with the internet. You see, nothing. Okay, now it's gonna be hard to. You guys
Yeah.
can share. But anyway, here you're gonna go straight to my website, and then you're gonna not only know a little bit more about the product, you want to know a little bit more about who is Leo, what I made that accessory line, and this is something new because we have to just, you know, when the water go, you have to go with the water. Like
Right.
this is something new. It's technology is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody is with the phone, technology, and that is a perfect way to not only have a beautiful present on the top, you connect with the person behind this accessory line, and that for me is another personal touch. I receive many mails say, "Oh my God, I never see your lighter and cutter, but I know a little bit more about your story just to go straight to your website. I
Mm-hmm.
can't believe you coming from Uruguay. You working all these years on the cigar industry. Like wow!" And for me, that is perfect to know a little bit more about the product and about my person.
Yeah, like I said, and it works through NFC
Yeah.
technology for people who are curious about the technology. It's everywhere, basically. I did a
Mm-hmm.
interview with Pierre a couple months ago, and we were talking about NFC technology. But the whole basis of it is just like you said, because I know you use it, and Michael
Michael.
Herklotz uses it in the Ferio Tego boxes, and it just to me it's because when I speak to lots of brand owners now, they always tell me like, oh, our website is kind of we don't give it that much thought because nobody goes directly to our website anymore. And yet I think it's because consumers and people in general, like we want as little work as possible. So nobody wants to type in a website and like, or ask like, what is it? Or like Google it anymore.
No,
Just
it's
be able to just take your phone and
that's
go,
it.
and you're there.
Yeah,
Perfect. And it makes your website, it brings, I mean, with how, especially with Humidif Group, like with how it's set up, I
no,
mean, you
can
could
do
type
it a great job.
yeah, you could set up landing pages, you could send them to video, but in your case, like they get to, like you said, know more about
It's
you.
like it's simple
Yeah,
like that. You put the phone on the top, just bring you exactly to my website. You're gonna know about all my products. You're gonna see the different uh, technology, different way, the heavy, the flat flame, the colors. And if you have any question, you can email, and I'm gonna be the person behind answer your email. Simple like that, in only one touch. And I love that because again, it's personal touch. It's we don't want it like it's many lighter and cutters. Again, Anthony, you know how many people say, Leo, you don't think it's enough lighter and cutters outside to you can bring a lighter and cutter? What is going to be the difference? I say, it's really not going to be a difference because lighter is a lighter and cutter is a cutter.
right.
Like again, I'm not going to compete with no one. It's not about the compete. It's about put. Why not? Sometimes the people are afraid, you know, to just go there, try. Why not? Like I just put a beautiful presentation in the box, and then um, people for around $100 have sometimes less because we do it coupon with 20% off. You have a beautiful presentation, a beautiful present, a lighter and cutter. I know people have thousands of lighter and cutter, but then don't have my cutter. They don't have my
Exactly.
lighter, and that makes it different.
And I think that's important to note too, is that I think what people can really learn from your story is that you've done an exceptional job creating a personal brand. And
Thank
that's what
you.
you're seeing with Lighter and Cutter and with Nova and stuff. But it's like you yourself are like a brand. And I think I mean, you could teach a master class to a lot of people about how to, you know, create, like I said, a personal brand. Because I've always said that, you know, if anything happened to Nova, if anything happened to, you know, anything else, and you had to move on to something new, you would have your
Ah,
personal brand, and people would be able to, like, you know, nobody could take that away from you.
no,
So
no.
like how do you approach, like when you're working on your personal brand, like how do you, like this how do you approach it, like what goes into your mentality of creating that, like I said, treating yourself almost as a business.
Um, again, remember when I told you when I come to the place I want more? Like in
Hmm.
this point, I'm the CEO of Nova. I put almost all ready to keep going. I have to focus on something new too. Nova is Nova, and I'm gonna keep with Nova because I love Nova. But on the same time, I I want to like I have more to offer, more to just share with everyone. Like never think if you already follow your dream and you complete that dream, don't say I can keep dreaming. Why not? Why I not come with a new project and then with a new project? Like it's when I'm start with the accessories, Anthony, it's like because I wanted the people knows more about who is Leo. Okay, not only the people remember me or knows me, remember me in the future and knows me because I'm the CEO of Nova Cigar. No, Leo is this crazy curly woman, hair crazy, be around all over, and she never stop. And she come with different ideas, and it's like I want to share that passion with everyone.
Hmm.
People say you just live one. I say no, you're wrong. You live every day. You just die one. Make sure every day in your life do something. Do something. Don't be afraid to new projects. And that is with all these energies. When I come back, I come with the CV accessories. Is because I'm working already in the cigar industry, and it's gonna be easy for me to put the lighter and cutter together because I'm already go to the expos, I'm already go to the sales events, and it's extra additional but personal.
Hmm.
Um, And Leo don't want to stop here. Look, more things coming in my mind. Like when I come here, my husband sometimes look at me and say, Leo, what are you thinking about? I say, don't worry. I say, no, I'm worried because with you never know. Like I'm not the kind of person I'm gonna sit. I say, okay, I'm done. Everything is okay. No, I want more. I want more. Yes, yes. Don't be afraid to do different things in life. Don't be afraid to if the thing don't go your way, try again, try something different. And I don't only talk about the cigar industry, Anthony. I just talk about the life. Okay,
Right.
many people, sometimes I say sometimes people are very selfish because they want to live your life, their life, and your life too. They want to let you know the way you have to live your life. Don't listen to these people. At least it's your mom and dad, yes. But the rest of the people, sometimes they let it. Oh no! If I'm you, why you not do this different color? I say, okay, you're gonna give me the money to change all the colors, or what? Like people sometimes just give you the opinion. I'm not gonna say then give you the opinion in the bad way, but sometimes you have to know a little bit more the person and respect from where this person come from and where this person is right now. Okay, and sometimes I just see myself repeat and repeat exactly the same. Be you, be unique. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen anyway. But never
Mhm.
be afraid to make change, be different, and put your opinion in the table, okay? Because that in the future is going to make a huge difference. And maybe
And
you don't know right now, but in the future it's going to be a great difference because you're going to inspire more people to come and just put your opinion on the table, then put then opinion on the table, and just try to do different things in life, and don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to agree with the opinion of your friend. Just say, okay, I'm not agree, but I think this is that, but I'm respect. If everybody in the cigar industry think similar, believe me, the world is going to be so more easy for everyone. But so far I just try to do my own vision about everything about Nova, keep running Nova. I believe we have a great product. We have many people believe on us from the beginning, and yes, in one part of me, I will love many retailers around the country because outside of the country are more open to new stuff, believe me or not. But many retailers inside of the country still are afraid to bring new companies, new blends, new brands in the humidor. Remember, you have a humidor, you have a cigar lounge, not for you, for your customer, for your consumer. Bring new stuff and give the opportunity to try, to then can try what is new. Most of the people say, what is new? Can imagine, oh no, I don't bring anything new. It's the same thing, but the same company bring this thing new. Okay, but what happened with Nova?
At this point in the show, I usually like to kind of flip it a little bit, and you've given some good advice throughout the show. So we're going to see if you can give more good advice to people. But the first of those questions is not really advice, but can you just tell us what motivates you, or what's your why? What drives you to do what you do?
My passion, my energy. Like, um, you know, every day when I wake up, I take my doggies out, I drink my coffee, I go to my office. It's like routine, but I never feeling like I'm gonna go to work. I feel
Hmm.
like it's another day in my paradise, another beautiful day. I say thank you, and just keep going. Just working with passion, okay, and believe. When I say believe, believe in you, okay. Believe in the dream and follow your dream. But first thing, believe in you, because nobody really believe in you at least you accept the way you are. Be
Hmm.
different, be unique, and don't be afraid. That is one of my first thing I can share with everyone.
Um, the second question is, someone comes to you and they say, Leo, I have my own idea for a business. It might not necessarily be a cigar or tobacco business, but they have their own idea for a business. and they say, we know that you did it. So what advice do you have to give to that person on how to get started with their idea or their business idea?
Okay, the first question I can ask right away is why you pick this particular business. Why? Because with that answer, I want to know if for money or it's because you love what you want to do, or because that is the correct way to start a business. If you believe I'm going to make money in any business, you run, and somebody have to tell you from the beginning. You have to give to yourself at least 3 years to start see something, to start see any income. That is the reason one of the question was like can be is like you do this business for passion, for love, or is it going to be your income? And if it's going to be your income, you are ready to support your business for the next 3 years. It's not being negative, it's reality. Like talk the truth. I'm never going to put anyone down, but I'm going to advise in my personal experience how much effort going to take to take a business next step.
Um, this is, and I posted a clip from another show earlier today where I thought this was a good question to ask you too. But what's your advice to other women who want to get involved in cigars and in the industry in general?
Call me. I know the A to Z. Believe me, all the steps you're gonna pass. People don't gonna like you. People gonna like you. Just be here. Don't be here. Oh my God! Just call me. Just put my phone number to this woman, because it's a long story. But the most important, again, if you believe you're gonna fix in this industry with the accessories, with the cigars, with the media, just do it because you believe already in this industry and you like and you enjoy on this industry. But of course, call me first. I want to make sure it's a lot of passion because you're gonna need passion and be relaxed and keep going and deep sometimes like strong deep and just keep going like a deep.
Yeah. Like the name up here or over
Yes.
here. Well, I
Yes.
think like great advice. Like I said, I think you've in a very short time. Well, I mean, you've been in the industry, but a short time with Nova. I think you've just shown people like how to do it. Like you said, the passion, because it always gets on my nerves when I hear people in any industry, but in the cigar industry especially, that say like, I'm going to make this much, we have the potential to make this much money, from this release and stuff like that. And
No.
they get into the money part. And I always say like, I don't think cigars are like, if you
No.
really get into the industry, like it's and get to know it and get to know the people
You
in
have
it.
to go from here.
Right. It's not about, it's just not about the money. Like it's just not, it's a passion
It's
project.
passion. Like in my case, was passion from the day one when I just go back 14 years ago when I smoked my first cigar with my dad. And just keep be like that because if people sometimes think it's just put a cigar, a brand on the table, you're gonna open the doors and everybody's gonna be so nice and everybody's gonna give you the opportunity. Like it's not like that. It's not easy like that. You have to first prove yourself you're gonna stay with the 2 feet on the cigar industry, and you're not gonna be another brand come in and go because nobody wanna buy your for us the big orders start in 2021 because so far people when we start in 2019 people are afraid new company you know what maybe they're gonna start with the back order they're gonna start with that you have to it's a plan working on this industry is a plan and believe me you have to be 1 year ahead with the blends with the aging room everything ready when you need to shipping it's like it's not about I need the cigar 1 2 3 the cigar is shipping here and I shipping to the customer no the cigars are sleeping in Dominican and Nicaragua and when I need then I start bring the cigar here it's different world, Anthony. It's many different steps, and then you're gonna working with the time Nicaragua, Dominican, the fabric, then bring the cigar. We talk about shipping, FDA regulation. You have to be involved about everything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like really, if you just planning come, if one of you guys, girls over there planning come to the cigar industry, call me. I'm gonna give you my advice, my personal one, but I'm gonna help you in whatever you guys need. That is another thing, Anthony. I'm always say it's not about Nova, it's about these many boutique companies have a great cigar. Just give the opportunity to try something different. Okay. I'm not gonna say stop smoke whatever you smoke for the last 20 years. Just sometimes try something new. And give the opportunity to the people like us working so hard just for all of you. Just try Nova. Like try many different cigars companies over there. Mhm.
Awesome. Well, can you tell, just for those people who are probably who might be listening to this just on the audio version, could you tell people what website to go to and what social media they need to go to keep up with you and to keep up with Nova and all your other businesses that you have going on?
Okay. One, of course, is novacigar.com. Okay, no, it's novacigar.com if you want to know a little bit more about all our products. Then, see, if you go to the Instagram, it's novacigar underscore. That is our Instagram and Facebook page for Nova. Then, if you want to know a little bit about me, you can go to Cigar Blondie in Instagram or Facebook. And if you want to know more, you can go to CV Cigar Blondie Accessories on Instagram and it's cigarblondie.com on the website if you want to take a look what I'm doing, yes, to share with all of you. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, like I said, I was so glad that you were able to come on today and that you were, on the 100th episode of this. And I
Yes!
really got to.
Congratulations! Come on, congratulations for you,
I know. Well,
Anthony.
I'm happy
100.
about it. I had
Thank you,
no
thank
idea.
you. Ooh, you can have
I had no
101, you
idea.
can have 102, 103, 104, but I see the 100. Okay,
Hopefully. Well, I want to
you're
thank
gonna
you again
keep going.
for coming on today, and I want to thank everyone for watching. Whether you're watching live or you're watching this after the fact, and for those of you who are listening, so thank you everyone for tuning in. And like I said, if you're watching this or on Facebook, on YouTube, or Twitter, make sure you hit the like button or subscribe button. And if you're listening to this on any of the podcasting platforms, hit the like button, the subscribe button on there, and also leave a review because reviews really help to kind of improve the show. There's always room for improvement. So I do look at all reviews and comments. So please do that. And we have new shows planned for next week. So episode 101 and 102 are coming your way next week. And you'll want to tune in for that and just follow along on Instagram for more of that. And if you miss any of this episode or the other 99 episodes leading up to that, you can go to deepcutslive.com and all the episodes are on there. And this episode will be up later on tonight or early tomorrow morning. So thank you again, everyone. And thank you, Leo, for coming on. And I'm looking forward to our next encounter. It might not be until, I guess, it'll probably be February.
200. On the 200. But in the episode, I'm going to be on the 200, okay? Just
Okay.
remember
Okay.
the space.
Okay. We'll deal with that. So thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Leo. And until next time, everybody.
Bye bye, everyone.